Hello there. Reframe Daily is where Kristen Chung, that's me, neuroscience PhD, chaplain, health tech's incredible health tech news so you don't have to. Now in a slightly more vertical format. Today, in one sentence, a one-time mini dystrophin gene shot helped boys with muscular dystrophy keep walking strong. Gentle eye therapy goggles soothe dry eye irritation. A simple blood test map may spot bone marrow trouble early without painful biopsies. A two-medicine pill shrank stubborn ovarian tumors for many months, and a credit card-sized chip found tuberculosis from a finger prick in just 4 hours. So I do have to make a correction. Yesterday, I accidentally included an outdated news about dengue fever drug. I'm sorry about that. Today, good news. One IV dose of a mini dystrophin gene helped boys with Duchenne muscular dystrophy make the missing muscle protecting protein and keep their walking strength for a full year, showing a one-time treatment could slow down this tough disease. The actual headline is AAV, mini dystrophin gene therapy for Duchenne muscular dystrophy, a phase 1b trial. And since it is phase 1b early safety studies, it's still going to be some time before it's available on the market, but it gives us some hope. Good news number 2, 4 short, gentle goggle sessions that send tiny electrical waves through the eyelids calmed inflammation and got oil glands working again, easing stretchy dry eye symptoms without drops or drugs. The actual headline is randomized double-masked trial of quantum molecular resonance therapy for Meibomian gland dysfunction. Market readiness, 3 smileys. So it's a small sham-controlled trial showing benefit. Device exists but needs larger studies and U.S. clearance, FDA clearance. Good news number 3, scientists built a map of healthy blood-forming stem cells that lets doctors flag early trouble using a simple blood draw, potentially replacing painful bone marrow biopsies and catching problems sooner. The title is a reference model of circulating hematopoietic stem cells across the lifespan with applications to diagnostics. I can see how that is not a very understandable headline. Market readiness, 3 smileys, validated in 140 people, now in multi-center diagnostic trials. Actually, when I say headline, I often mean the title of the paper. And a lot of times, unless you happen to be a scientist in the field of that study, a lot of these headlines are extremely baffling because as a scientist, when you are told to submit your paper to a journal, you are taught to add as many to distill the keywords as much as possible into the title, which results in titles like that, which I think are really hard to understand. And that's why it's helpful to have AI do a little bit of translation for us. Number 4 of good news, a pill combo, vutometinib plus defactinib, shrank stubborn low-grade ovarian tumors in 42% of patients and kept cancer in check for a median 20 months, even after other treatments failed. A defactinib with a vutometinib in patients with solid tumors, the phase 1 frame trial. So unfortunately, it's still in early human phase 1, and we need to have more larger studies before FDA review. However, it is a good sign that these treatments are at least being tested in humans for safety. And then the last one is a credit card sized self-powered chip spots tuberculosis from a finger prick of blood in just 4 hours, much faster than current lab tests, so people can start treatment sooner and stop the spread. The title of the paper is Self-Powered Rapid Antigen-Specific T-Cell Response Assay for Mycobacterium tuberculosis infections. Market readiness, 2 smileys. It's still a working prototype that's proved to be accurate, but you need manufacturing scale-up and regulatory studies. So a lot of times diagnostics, you do get to go to market a lot faster than drugs because they have relatively better safety profiles. So that's all, folks. If you want to build something based on what you learn from Reframe Daily, if you want to learn more science, if you want to experiment with your own personal health, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and consider joining the Reframe Science community. Thank you.